Kourtney Kardashian faced backlash for a controversial parenting decision, with even her sister Khloe calling it crazy. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kourtney Kardashian recently shared details about how she raises her children, and many people on the internet didn't agree with her way of doing things. Her parenting style has been called insane and dysfunctional by some viewers, and even her own sister Khloe Kardashian was surprised by what Kourtney had to say. Kourtney, who is a mom of 4, talked about how she chooses to parent her youngest son, Rocky, who she had with her husband Travis Barker. She opened up about this on her sister Khloe's podcast called Khloe in Wonderland, where she explained what she calls attachment-style parenting. This kind of parenting is all about making a very strong bond between the parent and the child. It focuses on showing love, always being there for the baby, and staying close to them all the time, especially when they are still very young. This includes holding the baby often, keeping them close to the body and carriers, breastfeeding when possible, and being very sensitive to what the baby needs without forcing a strict routine. Kourtney said that this way of parenting feels natural to her, and that she simply listens to what her heart tells her when it comes to caring for Rocky. Rocky was born on November 1, 2023, in a hospital in Los Angeles. Kourtney and Travis had gotten married in 2022, and since then, they've been busy raising their child together. Even though it's been more than a year and a half since Rocky was born, Kourtney still stays very close to him every single day. She told Khloe that she still sleeps in the same room as Rocky and even holds him every time he naps during the day. This surprised many people, including Khloe herself. Kourtney explained that even though she used to share a bed with her older kids, things with Rocky have been a bit different. This time, she doesn't just sleep near him, she stays by his side almost constantly. She believes that not separating from a child for the first 3 years is very important for helping them feel safe and secure. To her, being there for Rocky as much as possible during this time is the best thing she can do as a mother. Khloe, who has 2 kids of her own named True and Tatum, said she couldn't imagine doing things the way Kourtney does. Khloe tends to stick to a regular schedule for her kids. She plans out their days, knows what they'll wear, when they'll eat, and when they'll go to bed. On the other hand, Kourtney doesn't follow a set plan with Rocky. She said their routine changes from day to day, and they just do what feels right in the moment. Kourtney gave an example of a typical morning with her son. She said that one day they got up at around 7 in the morning, and after making breakfast and helping the older kids get ready and leave the house, she noticed that Rocky was already feeling sleepy by 8:30. Instead of trying to keep him awake or make him follow a schedule, she simply laid down in bed with him, nursed him, and let him sleep. She believes this helps him feel loved and safe. She admitted that she holds Rocky in her arms during all his naps. To her, this is just part of being close to him and building that special connection. When Khloe heard this, she was shocked. She said it sounded crazy to her, because holding a child that long every day seems like a lot. But Kourtney didn't back down from her parenting style. She said it's what feels right, and she's willing to do whatever it takes to raise her son the way she believes is best. Rocky weighs around 23 pounds now, and Kourtney mentioned that one day, he slept for 5 straight hours while she held him. That's not an easy thing to do, especially since holding a growing baby for such a long time can be tiring. But Kourtney said she didn't mind. To her, every moment holding him is worth it. Even though many people online reacted strongly and called her ideas strange, Kourtney seems confident in what she's doing. Some people think it's not healthy to always be so close to your child or to skip having a schedule, but Kourtney feels like her way is full of love and connection. She said it's not something she planned or studied deeply, it's just what feels right in her heart. She believes that when a baby gets a lot of love and attention early in life, they grow up feeling more secure and confident. Her sister Khloe, while not completely agreeing with her, didn't argue too much. She just expressed surprise and listened to Kourtney's reasons. She seemed to respect that Kourtney is doing what she thinks is best, even if it's very different from what most people do. Khloe, being a mother herself, knows how hard it can be to raise children, and she didn't try to tell Kourtney that she was wrong. Still, her reaction made it clear that Kourtney's way of parenting is not something she would choose for her own children. Many people online didn't hold back their opinions. Some said Kourtney was being too extreme. Others thought her parenting choices could cause problems later on, like making it harder for Rocky to be independent. They also worried that Kourtney wasn't taking care of herself enough, since holding a child all day can be exhausting. Some even wondered how she finds time for her other kids or anything else in her life. Still, there were also people who defended her. They said that every parent should be allowed to raise their child however they feel is best, as long as the child is loved and safe. They pointed out that not every family works the same way and that what's right for one parent might not be right for another. Supporters of Kourtney said that being close to your baby is never a bad thing, and they admired her dedication to her child. Kourtney didn't seem to care much about the criticism. She talked openly and calmly about her choices, showing that she wasn't trying to please anyone but was just sharing her truth. Even though some people thought she was being insane, she didn't react with anger or try to argue back. Instead, she focused on talking about what works for her and her family. Her words made it clear that she truly believes in what she's doing and is proud of how she's raising her son. The situation brought out a lot of strong opinions from people who either agreed with Kourtney or thought she had gone too far. Some felt like she was setting a bad example by acting like her way was the only right way, while others saw her as a mother who was simply following her instincts. The difference in opinions also showed how every family does things differently, and there's not always just one way to be a good parent. Kourtney's story became a big topic online, and it reminded people how much parenting styles can vary from one household to another. Some parents depend on routines and structure, while others, like Kourtney, prefer to go with the flow. What matters most in the end, many agreed, is that the child feels loved and safe. Kourtney may be doing things in a way that most people find unusual, but she believes it's the right thing for her baby and for herself. Even with the backlash, Kourtney seemed peaceful and confident during her chat with Khloe. She wasn't trying to argue or change anyone's mind. She was simply being honest about what she does every day with her son. Her parenting style might not be popular with everyone, but it's clear that she's doing what she believes is best. As the discussion continues, more parents may feel encouraged to listen to their own hearts and do what feels right for their families, no matter what others say. Kourtney didn't seem to care much about the criticism. She talked openly and calmly about her choices, showing that she wasn't trying to please anyone but was just sharing her truth. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.